Hello and welcome to a very special episode of TPK, the show so named so that if I do accidentally kill my player, I can just call it branding. Yes, welcome to the very first one-on-one shot of the player's keep. Now, our cast member will be arriving hopefully sometime soon, but he is not here yet, so I can only...
Jack,
I'm good. How are you?
I literally just got back. Sorry.
I can see that.
You're right, guys. Where is everyone?
So it's just you today, Pete.
What do you mean? It's just...
Well, seeing as you've been away on your diving course,
Yeah.
we have to catch up with what Cricket has been doing. So
sure.
today we are doing a one-on-one shot to discover exactly what Cricket has been up to in the couple of days that he has been absent from the party. So,
That sounds very exciting, Jack.
I'm very glad. Without further ado, let us not keep my player waiting. Let us not keep you waiting. It is time to enter the player's keep. So, in the last chapter of your story, Cricket, you and the party had made your way back to the city of Dolomus after successfully retrieving the book from the Blightlands. You passed through the city perimeters in late evening, overcast, dusk. You trifled about Dolomus to try and find a particular tavern that suited your particular troop. And after a little bit of fuckery, ended right back at the Stew Pot Tavern.
Perfect.
With an extremely arduous 2 weeks behind you, almost everybody went straight up to their rooms and crashed, fell asleep. Sigismund, your roommate, was one of them. However, Cricket, you did not. Picking a perfect moment, not 10 minutes after Sigismund has slept, you feel that you have some business to attend to this night. You steal out of your room, head on down the stairs, leave a note behind the bar for your companions to say that you will be back should your business take longer than expected, and you head on out the door. And that is where we pick up now.
Oh, Jack. Okay.
You have barely been in the Stew Pot Tavern for more than 15 minutes, if that.
Literally
And
straight upstairs.
Straight in, straight upstairs. Your companions have crashed and gone to bed. What is your passive perception?
15, it's not bad.
15 is pretty good. You do hear, after maybe a minute, a door down the hallway opens, closes, footsteps trace down the stairs, and then a couple of minutes later, not even a couple of minutes later, maybe 1-2 minutes at a push, footsteps once again, similar sounding, back along the hallway and into another door. But after that, it is silence, and it is in that moment that you take your leave, so as not to be spotted by as many people as possible. You stealth out of the tavern, past the tavern goers that are loitering here, and you slip out of the front door. You are now in the cool night air of the city of Dolomus. Where are you heading, Cricket?
Oh, I need to see what's going on with Halvar. I'm going
Okay.
straight back to... And I know the way from here.
You do indeed. So you are going to try and locate the individual that you spoke to before leaving Dolomis a couple of weeks beforehand. This means that you are heading towards the Iron Barracks in one of the central districts, in particular the Guild District. Wonderful.
What time is it? Sorry, is it night?
It is night time. It is the middle of the night. You're not quite sure what time. After spending a little bit of time in Dolomis, toing and froing between taverns, you've lost track of the exact hour, but it is the middle of the night.
Perfect.
So you have darkness on your side.
Amazing.
Wonderful. How are you making your way through into the Guild District?
The way I did it last time was on the roofs.
Would you like to adopt that same...
Yeah, I think it's safest and it's the path I know, so it's the most likely way of me getting there.
Yeah, wonderful stuff. You set off as you step into the shadows of the streets around you. You hear the tavern door sort of behind you, and there is a woman who is stumbling out. There's this ponytail of red hair, and she sort of makes her way to the side of the tavern and then just sort of slumps to the side, and you slip off into the darkness. I would like you to make me a stealth check, please.
First check.
First check.
What do you call a baby chicken?
Huh?
Check.
Oh, brilliant.
Ooh, it's a 9 plus 10, I remember.
Very nice.
So 19.
A 19 is pretty good. As before, you use your adhesive fingertips to quite easily make your way up to the roofs of Dolomis, and acrobatically you start stepping like stones across roof to roof to roof.
Yeah, it looks like I'm moonwalking.
Basically, just jumping from slate roof to slate roof, silently traversing through the city of Dolomis. As before, it takes you roughly 30 minutes, a little bit under for you, seeing as you are basically walking as the crow flies towards the Iron Barracks. After not too much time at all, you are faced with this tall, blocky building, almost windowless on most sides. You have arrived near the Iron Barracks.
Okay. I'm on top of a roof.
You are for now on top of a roof.
Courtyardy bit?
There is attached to the Iron Barracks there is like a courtyard, and from this same angle it is off to the right, and you are a couple of buildings away just for now.
Sweet, okay.
You are trying to locate a particular person.
I am, yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna get in a position where I can see a decent spread.
Absolutely, you can do. You make your way to the lip of one of the buildings that overlooks sort of like this T-junction of alleyways, so you can look down and to the right and left. Make me a perception check.
Good. I thought you were going to say investigation. That's why I was like, I'm going to get to a wide place. Survey the area as opposed to, I'm going to look for this specific
I like it. Very good tactics.
Go on. 13 total.
13 total is not bad. It takes you a minute in the darkness, but you manage to locate the alleyway that you had previously gone to, and you start from there.
Nice. Okay.
However, you do not need to go very far, for in almost the exact same position, you find that wayward street urchin huddled down below you in the same alley.
Nice, okay. Does he seem like he's waiting? Does he seem like he's on edge? Is he as this? Because he seems pretty chill when I went down the first time, but I don't know if that's last time I chatted to him, just like changed his entire worldview.
You don't know. They are sat down in much the same position. They are not moving very much, so you cannot discern from their body language as to if they are heightened, excited, frightened. They seem to just be sitting.
Sweet, okay. Can I almost do a lap of the roof?
Yes, by all means.
I just want to get as many angles on him as possible, see if he's still got the knife, maybe.
Okay.
See if he's
wonderful.
done anything with a coin.
If you give me another stealth check.
You there? It's a 2 plus 10. So
Plus 10.
12.
So 12. Okay.
God damn it. I'll be with you.
You fairly carefully leap from roof to roof, circling this particular individual. Whilst you move, they do not seem to notice that you are above them.
Nice, okay.
Make me a perception check.
Somebody else notices. Okay, 21.
21. You survey the surrounding area. You are fairly confident that this individual is alone, certainly in the immediate vicinity, in this sort of stretch of alleyway that you've found them in once again. You can't see anyone else in this particular alley. You can't see the knife, but that does not mean that it is not on their person.
No.
But you are fairly certain that now is as good a time as any to approach.
Okay. Are they in the middle of an alleyway?
Yes, they are. So you started at that T-junction of an alley, and then you made your way to sort of an alley over, and it is just one stretch that cuts between two buildings, and they are in the middle of this alley.
Okay. Is there any, like, debris in the alleyway at all?
Not in this particular alleyway, no.
Nothing at all. Okay, sweet.
Not large pieces of debris that you can see. There might be other things down below. Are you looking for something specific, or
Just in case there was like a pile of crates or anything, maybe.
No. There's nothing
It's
massive
fairly
like that. It's a fairly
open
narrow.
route. Okay. Just to make sure it's not a trap, I am going to drop a gold coin like I did.
Yes.
I'm going to drop it maybe like 2 or 3 meters to this person's left. So I'm going to drop it close enough for them to hear, but not. I don't know why. I don't know why they'd be in exactly the same spot. I'm trying to move them just in case.
Okay.
Move them over.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Wonderful. Are you doing this back in the same position that you were in, sort of like above them, looking out at the iron barracks?
Yes, I'll do it from there, but I'll do
But
it
just like 3 meters to the left.
Yeah,
Perfect. You can do so. You stealth around, get into the exact position. You take a gold coin, and
running out.
ting, 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 sh, ting. Immediately, you see this person move.
Sweet.
Their head snaps to exactly where that coin fell. They look around for a moment. For sure,
Yeah,
absolutely. They look around for a moment, and then they stand. And they slowly, slightly hugging the wall, not unlike a cat slinking through an alley, keeping one side of its body to the wall so they feel less threatened. They step towards the coin. They look down the alley, behind them, and then they pick up the coin. They look at it for a moment, look up to the roofs, don't seem to spot anything, clutch the coin to their chest and just say, "Hello? Are you back?"
So I'm going to drop. There'll be like shingle or pebbles or anything.
You can definitely pick up some.
Drop that like on their left.
Yeah.
Another meter.
Yeah.
And then as if they go towards it, I'm gonna drop down and land on the right. So they're, I don't know, they're walking
Yes,
off this
so
way.
so you're dropping in behind them.
yeah.
Perfect. You drop this small bit of shingle, and it just on the ground, and they immediately look. It doesn't look like a coin, so they don't move, but they are now looking down that stretch of the alley. If you wanted to hop down,
That'd be me. Yeah, I'll hop
make
down.
me a quick acrobatics check just to see acrobatics or stealth to see how quietly you could do this.
Ooh, 29.
29 is very good.
Go acrobatics. They're both +2.
Lovely. And silently, you onto the ground behind them. They are looking down the alleyway still. I've been waiting here for you.
Keep facing that way.
I'm gonna see
Go on.
if they react.
I'll shit them up a wee bit.
Yeah. Let's call this 12 or under. 10 or under, and they react. 11 or over, and they
React as in make a fool.
look at you.
All right, okay.
Or they will look the same way on an 11 or higher.
I'm ready. So if they look like they're starting to turn,
For sure.
can I? I'd be quite loud to draw my rapier, right? Okay, I'm ready. If they start,
You can. It will make some sound. You can be fairly quiet with it.
If they look like they're starting to turn, I'd like to try and draw and leave it. If they're turning on their right, I'd like to leave the tip of the sword just on this side of their eye line, so they turn and they see that, and they might not turn the right.
Perfect. You catch them at a moment, and seemingly prepared for this cloak and dagger, pardon the pun, interaction, they go to turn and then immediately snap back to the direction that they were, and they even place their hands out, the coin still grasped in their right hand. I'm not looking at you.
Still got my dagger. Still got that feather. Where is it?
I got it to Halvar. I didn't get it to Halvar. I have a friend who they're very good with like small animals, like rats and things. Scylan has my friend has a rat that he's particularly good at controlling. He sent his rat in with the feather to the Iron Barracks, and as far as he told me, he got the feather to your friend. He said that it was difficult. He said that Halvar was under tight security, really tight security. So it was really tricky for his rat. I think it was called Rodrigo.
I don't need all of these.
Sorry. Okay. The rat to get to your friend. He overheard the Iron Guard speaking. They were saying that the Iron Guard can't be expected to keep him locked up, hoping that his Grung friend, the Grung, they said, will come back for him. They said that they'll either have to banish him at some point or execute him without the Grung. And they said that hopefully the Grung comes looking or gets caught, because the extra guard duty to guard him is not worth their time, apparently.
Yeah, you always get people with their hands full.
Oh, they also said he overheard something specific. It was two guards talking, and they said, I wonder if the Iron Brands worked him over as badly as they did Inquisitor Hellis. And another one said, who gives a shit? I never fucking liked them anyway. I don't know if they were talking about Halvar or Hellis. I think it was Hellis. I'm not sure. But then they said, I hope they get frostbite on both ass cheeks. I don't know if that means anything to you.
What, like a code or something?
I don't know. That was just the end of a conversation that apparently Scylla, my friend, heard. Fuck. But that's all he got. That's all he got, I swear.
Did you hear any time or anything they were talking about when they were talking about executing him or banishing him? Do you know how much time we've got?
I don't know. It sounds like the guards might be getting impatient, but I don't know if the higher-ups are still waiting for this grung. I think by the sounds of it, they want to get them both together and then execute them. But I don't know how long they're going to hold out. I'm sorry.
I've got one more job for you.
If I can do it, I will.
I want you to turn around and look at me. Real slow.
Thing is, I've not seen you yet, and so you could be anyone, and I feel like if I see your face, that might not go well for me.
I don't need you to do anything about my face. I just need you to see it, and I need you to send another message.
Promise you won't kill me?
Fingers crossed.
And they, still hands raised, turn and see this short, shadowy figure, and they just look straight at you. You're still in shadow, but I'm looking at you.
So I'm gonna take my hat off
Uh-huh.
with one hand. I'm gonna step out. I'm gonna put 2 gold coins in the other hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna drop them between his feet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, I'm the Grun. And I want you to spread a message that I am still here. I am still looking. And these guards are gonna have to wait another couple of days, alright? Okay? Can you get your rat friend to do that?
I've got. If you just want a message spread, I can get a lot of. I can get the. I can get the whole Intercity talking.
Yeah, you do that for me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you leave that dagger somewhere as well, so they know that's real.
Mm-hmm.
Leave that in the courtyard. Get it as close into the prison as you can.
To the prison?
If you can get it in the prison, if you can get it near the prison, just let them know I'm still around.
I can try and do that. I can definitely try. I'll spread the message for sure, but I can see what I can do about the dagger. Mm-hmm.
All right. There's one more gold behind you there. You can turn around and get it.
He turns around.
Go.
Amazing. Climbing up a wall again, I'm assuming?
Yeah, straight up.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Do you watch them from the rooms?
I'll get up, and then, back to a wee peeky bit.
You see them turn around, and there is no third gold piece behind them. They look and turn back, and are immediately, just searching in the darkness. And with a passive perception of 15, you hear, "Fuck, he's so fucking cool." Picks up the 2 gold, hurriedly shoves it in a pocket, runs away, straight out the alley.
Okay. Okay. That's a lot of information. So he's been tortured. Hellas has been tortured. Okay, that's a lot.
Do you want me to go over the exact information that you got told?
No, I think I'm okay.
You good?
I think, yeah. There's just a lot. That's.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a wee packet of info there, wasn't he? Mm-hmm. I'd like to tell my pals. I think I'm probably gonna head towards home. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Over the rooftops as well?
Just give me one sec. Let me have a little look at the prison.
Yeah, by all means. You can still see this.
I know where maximum security is. I know that it's in the.
You would not specifically because you don't have the plans, but you knew where you were being held in relation to the toilets,
yes,
the lavatories, as it were. You are sure that high security is like a block in the center. It travels a couple of floors, hence you were able to get up and out towards some of the higher level toilets to slide down. So it is in sort of like the center to make sure that the distance between any exit from maximum security is as long as possible, so that should anyone break out, there is multiple opportunities for people to be apprehended within the actual iron barracks. However, for you were able to slip by with Halvar, and at least you made your escape before Halvar was apprehended.
Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna... Before I go then, I'm maybe gonna tear off just a tiny fabric of the bottom of my cloak.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tie it around an arrow.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and fire it. There's no windows, is there?
There are no windows on the outer perimeter facing you. However, there are some barred windows that overlook the courtyard. So if you reposition to a different place, you might be able to attempt to get something into the prison.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm just trying to buy him time.
Yeah,
I'm
perfect.
just trying to make them think that it's worth waiting.
Absolutely. You want them to know that you're around and it's worth holding off. Perfect. You can do so. Give me another stealth check as you make your way around towards the sort of front face of the Iron Barracks.
Testing it is 12.
12 again. No worries. There is a moment where you hop from one roof to another and one of the shingles skates forward, but it does not shift off and clatter to the ground. It just sort of... And you hold yourself and catch your footing.
Yeah, okay.
And then, after a beat, nothing moves around you. You continue on.
Sweet. Okay.
You head on round left towards the front of the Iron Barracks. And there in front of you now is the courtyard stretching maybe 90, 100 feet from the opposite side of the street that you are, and you can see that in the center there are small barred windows in certain places, not on the top floor or on the outer perimeter. They seem to have designed this building so that should there be any openings, they are restricted to the more central portion of this building.
Yeah.
But that's not to say that you cannot shoot an arrow through. What is the range on your bow?
Ooh, it is 80/320.
So you will be shooting at disadvantage, but it's definitely possible for you to make that.
Did you say it was about 90 feet away?
From the courtyard, yes.
Oh, from the court. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So the courtyard is like 80, 90 plus the street you've got as well. You are going to have to cross the street and get basically onto the ramparts of the Iron Barracks if you want to.
In order to make it a straight roll.
In order to make it a straight roll. I will remind you as well, however, that you can gain advantage if you do a steady shot as a bonus action as a rogue.
Oh, sweet. Yes. Yes, I'll absolutely do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So give me an attack roll.
Because there's no point in me getting even a bit closer then.
No.
Because I'd have to get quite a lot closer.
Yes.
I'll just do that then. Yeah.
Wonderful stuff. So give me a straight attack roll with the bow.
Sweet. I don't want. I wanna sow unrest and disrupt them a bit. I'm not trying to murder anyone by
For sure,
accident.
you're not looking for anything. You just want it through the window.
But yeah, I might even wrap the cloth around the point.
Yes, you can do that. In fact, do you just have regular arrows at the minute?
Yes.
Then never mind. Carry on.
Yeah. I still need to get that fixed.
Yeah, no problem at all.
I'll find a blacksmith for that. This is not happening. That is an 11 total.
An 11 is unfortunately not enough.
Okay.
You draw the bow and it sails, but it drops
Looking bad.
about a couple of feet too short and shatters on the wall below the window that you were aiming for. You can try again.
Did it seem like anyone was in the room that heard? Did it seem like anyone was on the ramparts?
You can't tell from this distance if anyone in that whatever room or corridor, that particular window,
Sweet.
you can't tell if anyone heard that. There are people in the courtyard and on the ramparts. You're unsure if they heard that particular sound.
Okay. I am going to stall. That's what I'm doing right now.
You're quite right.
I'm going to wait a minute and see if anything happens. If not, I'm going to scurry to the next window along.
Mm-hmm.
So move myself maybe 30 meters or whatever, and then have another crack at a different window. But just in case anyone saw that and was trying to pinpoint where it came from, I'm going to shoot from a different location.
Absolutely. After a beat, nothing stirs around you. There is no alarm bells that are crying. In this second, it seems like no one has detected you. You think.
Sure. All right, Alvor. God damn, I really like this cloak. I'm going to pull off a little bit more.
And try again. Absolutely.
One more go. All right.
And you're doing this on another window slightly further away.
Yes.
By all means, give me another attack roll, straight roll.
Come on, you know. That is, oh, come on, maths. 22.
22.
Yeah.
And perfectly between the middle bars of this particular window, you don't know where it's landed, only that you know that it is inside the Iron Barracks.
Perfect. There's no... All the closest guards are inside the compound or on the walls.
Either on the rampart or in the courtyard.
Oh yeah, I've probably pushed my luck enough. I'm gonna bail. Yeah.
Okay. Final stealth check, please.
Ooh, a 14.
14 is not bad.
Not good enough.
Being very careful not to stand on any more loose shale, you move backwards away from the front of the Iron Barracks and loop around further away before heading off back to the Stew Pot Tavern, or the direction of. And
I'm going to take an extra 20 minutes and go not straight home.
Okay.
I'm just going to kind of do a wider loop, so it looks like I'm going in a different direction.
Yes.
And then I'll almost double back.
Fantastic. So you absolutely do that. You make your way out of the Guild District. You cross the roofs back into it won't technically be the Loggers District. It'll be the South Travelers District if you're going down and around. And then using the roofs, you start to make your way back up towards the Stew Pot Tavern. However, in a moment before you go to jump, all of a sudden, your vision goes completely black. You are on the precipice of a roof, when all of a sudden, darkness engulfs you.
I reckon I'm just about to jump as my eyes turn black, so I'm on the edge. I almost spring, and then my pads just go, oh shit, I can't see anything. So they just go, and I literally just, and then stick.
Love it. Fantastic.
So face down, blind. Well,
even face down, it is darkness here. From the darkness, through the darkness, I should say, you hear a voice. Hey. Listen, we just want to talk. Can you come down here? And I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Jack. 15. Wisdom save 17 total.
In this moment, you can move of your own volition where you would like. Where would you like to go?
Can I see it all? Or am I still
No.
blind? Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna come down yet. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna say. What have you done to my eyes? I can't see anything. What have you done? How am I supposed to talk to you if I can't see?
You hear another voice. Lighter, more feminine than the last one. Less of a gravelly tone. Don't panic. We needed you to stop moving for a moment to talk. You are a particularly slippery individual. We just want a word.
Can I roll an insight check?
By all means.
Will it be at disadvantage because I can't see?
No, this is purely on hearing, so
Yeah.
I will say straight roll.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. 17.
17.
I suppose all of the guards tend to have. They obviously don't have the same tone, but they all have a kind of more of a similar rhythm. They've
Yes.
started to be trained to use the same vocabulary. They've
Absolutely.
started to have the same idioms because they've all hung out with each other.
Yeah.
Just trying to work out if they sound.
They don't sound like guards. There is not that formal staccato of someone who has had militant training.
Yes. Yeah.
It seems more relaxed. They seem not ill at ease, but guarded.
Okay. If you put my eyes back in my head, I will honor you with a word.
Okay. There is a beat before you hear that same feminine voice say, okay, Flynn, drop it. And
Flynn.
the darkness subsides. You are stuck, facing down to the ground on this particular building, this two-story structure. You're not sure if it's a housing unit or a shop or something like that, but you can see there are windows set into the doors and you are on the edge of one. And this is a narrow street, not quite an alley, but sort of like one of the back streets, as it were. And off to the side there is an alley running along. And on the corner you see a figure.
On the corner.
Yes.
Of
So
the
as
alley.
you are looking down, to your immediate left, on the corner of the building opposite, you see this individual.
Okay. How much of a gap is in the street?
Say 12, 13 feet.
Sweet. Can I do one of those little Prince of Persia jumps? So if I So
Yes.
push myself back, turn in the air, grab the building. I'd like to go up. I will come down and have a word with them. I'd like to be above them first and just do a little check where I've got an easy exit.
Yes. Wonderful. First of all, acrobatics check.
Yeah.
Let's just see how fucking well you can do this, because that
Thrown
was
a lot
sick.
at you here. Oh, it's a 12 plus 10, a 22.
22. Fantastic. Immediately, you spring. You instead of springing down or up, you basically push your body just straight forwards.
Oh, so back to...
that way.
Yeah, okay.
So
yeah,
back towards the opposing building, and then in midair, as you drop, you swing your legs behind you and stick to the front. You're going up to the top of that roof.
Yes, yeah.
You climb to the top and perch on that corner. You can hear the voice down below saying, "Hey, we had a deal."
Yeah, I'm not leaving, I'm just checking.
All right. Give me a perception check.
Is that a 17?
That's a 7.
That one there, with the one in
That
front
one
of it?
is a 17.
Oh, he's a liar. 17 plus, what was it, perception?
Perception.
Plus 5, so 22. Sorry to the world, you got a face full of pit there.
No, you're quite right.
That's not good.
So, you have a look around and see the individual below you. You also see across the street, so if you are looking down and that individual is below you, to your right across this small alley, you see that there is an individual stood, arms crossed, back against the wall, a large axe on their back, just waiting. But that is all you see at the moment.
Okay. Just to try and get some semblance of power back in this situation, I'm going to try and go down next to the person with the axe, and keep the person who was communicating with me.
Are you trying to do this so they don't know where you are?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Give me a stealth check. I'm going to say at disadvantage because they did see you crawl up to the top. So this is to try and...
They're leaning on... Sorry, so the person was on this corner here.
Yes.
They're leaning on this wall here.
Yes, so you've got the corner, you've got the person you were speaking to, and then you've got the other individual. Both of them are looking at you. So you have to try and break their gaze and lose them with this stealth check. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it sounds a bit far-fetched. I'll just come down.
No worries. You're going to come down to the individual on the corner.
Yes, I will.
Okay. You hop down next to them in that street, so they are on your right. You see the individual on the alley wall. They do not move.
Okay.
They just stay where they are. You look at this particular individual.
When I did an insight check, was I checking them both? No, I wasn't. Because I was only checking the voice.
You were just checking the voice.
Oh, well, I've done it now. Go on.
I will let you make me a perception check, however.
Perception check.
Perception check to see if you can see anything. This
14.
is a fairly dark alleyway, so make it a disadvantage. You don't have dark vision, do you?
No, I do not.
Make this a disadvantage.
So it'd be 14 total.
14 total is pretty good. You can see the individual in front of you is a human woman. You can see the individual on the alley. They are a large female half orc. It looks to be like bluish grey skin, but that could just be the light. They are dressed in like short hair animal furs. It looks almost like a pauldron, but comes across the chest and up towards one of the shoulders, and then fur sort of like jodhpurs and boots, as it were, and there is just like a belt with an axe strapped to their back. There is this like flash of like blackish purple hair in a sort of mohawk that goes down the back. The woman in front of you is a human female, a ponytail of orange hair, not too dissimilar from the individual that walked out of the Stew Pot Tavern.
Is there a way, can I make a check to see if I recognize them as the same person?
Give me a history check.
Oh, gods. Gods be good. Okay. again. History's probably a +0. There she is. 16 total.
Hard to tell in the darkness, but it's definitely a likeness.
Shit.
You're a very tough individual to keep track of. Cricket.
You seem to be doing an alright job of keeping track of me.
I have some friends who have certain talents. It's a nice cape that you've got on there. Subtle, unless you get a flash of the bright colours underneath. And we specialise in knowing what certain wanted individuals wear.
Do you like it?
I very much do.
It's very expensive.
And I'm sure I can get a pretty price for it, but unfortunately it's not going to be nearly as much as the price on your head. She clicks her fingers. I need you to make me a con save.
Oh, I was ready. Can I?
Do you know what? No.
Initiative?
Let's roll initiative.
Is that okay? Oh, holy hell! 13 plus 4 is 17.
13 plus 4 is 17.
I'll be honest though, even if I win, I was just going to try and go back up the wall. So if she is casting a spell or making a con save, it'll still hit me on my way out.
Okay.
I wasn't going to do anything.
Unfortunately, you see this individual click their fingers. They do get initiative on you.
Yeah.
They, in a flash, draw a long sword and with both hands just try and sweep and take your legs out from underneath you. That is going to be a 22 to hit.
Oh, it hits. Absolutely hits. Yeah.
They do not do any damage.
Flat the blade.
Flat the blade, but the sheer force that they take your legs out with sends you flat on your back. You are now prone.
Is there any way I can try and do an acrobatics roll and turn it into a full little side flip, or have they absolutely taken me out?
They did get initiative on you.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's absolutely fair.
But
Have you gone too long? I'm pushing the rules, Jack.
I will allow it
Oh, will you?
in this circumstance. Give me an acrobatics
Just assuming
check.
if they've hit me as hard as they can, and I'm
Yeah.
only 2.5 feet, they've probably
Yeah.
enough.
Give me an acrobatics check to see if you can go with the momentum.
16.
I'm going to say no. Unfortunately, that is not enough to beat their attack roll.
Well, this is absolutely knocked the wind out of me then.
They do. They sweep your legs out from underneath you, and the cold, hard stone cracks into your spine, and you, the wind, as you say, is knocked out of you. You are now lying on the floor. They stand over you and place their sword at your throat and just say, "Please don't move. I now need you to make me a..." Bear with me 1 second.
No, this is very good, Jack.
Who is casting this spell? It won't be you. I need you to make me a... I need you to make me a con save. Constitution saving throw.
No, sorry, I'm with you. Yeah. 13.
A 13 just saves.
Do I see who cast this spell?
There is a flash of arcanic blue energy from further down the street.
Further away from the axe.
from the corner,
Yeah.
away from the axe. And on your back, you look, and stepping out of the shadows, completely imperceptible to you, is a short, gnomish figure. You can barely see any of their features in the darkness because their skin is this dark, purplish black. But what you can see is this flash of short, white hair. This is a Svirfneblin, or a deep gnome from the Underdark.
Okay.
They are stepping out and they thrust your hands at you. And you take... You take... 15 points of cold damage.
Okay.
You do see, however, the ice starts to lock and grow on your arms, and you immediately brush it off. At which point,
I'm with you. Yeah.
the person standing over you goes, best you don't move.
Best you don't try and fucking freeze me solid.
Well, we wouldn't want you escaping now, would we? At which point, still looking at you, she calls slightly louder, "Let's see. Call the others." You hear movement as the person with the axe goes up the street for a moment. Are you doing anything in this particular instance?
I was gonna keep trying to buy time.
You're gonna buy time.
Yeah.
How are you
So
buying
you're
time?
stealing people. I must say that's low. Now, I'm a thief, but I only steal inanimate objects. You steal people. You must be really, really miserable with yourself.
Oh, on the contrary, we make quite the living for ourselves.
I'm sure you do.
We only steal people of a certain interest.
Oh, so you don't do your research first?
Well,
Because I'm not as interested as you think I am.
500 gold on a poster, my dear, says that you are.
500 gold on a poster says the Iron Brand think I'm interested.
Well, that's all I need. I don't much care what crime you committed.
Sure, so you are just as despicable as I thought you were then.
Well, I would say that's all a matter of perspective. As you're having this conversation, you hear footsteps coming from around the corner and behind you.
Does she look away to see them
Not
even for a second?
at all. She is trained solely on you. For whatever reason, this person has complete faith in the people around her.
What's she wearing on her legs?
You can see that this particular individual is wearing, she's wearing just black leathers. They look light, not like hard and studded leather. They look like she's fairly it's easy to move in these leathers, but head to toe, just dressed in black leathers. As you're looking her up and down, you see this half-orc approach around the corner, and behind them is a human. You see that they have pale white skin that just ever so slightly glistens in the moonlight. Their lips, just a blackish tint, circles around the eyes, and they are just wearing a black robe. And in the center, they are wearing a medallion, what looks to be a visage of a human face, but it is like someone has stuck something in it and then twisted, so the face itself is warped into a spiral. Make me a religion check.
Have I seen this before?
Make me a religion check.
I've never seen this before in my life.
What's the total?
3.
No, you do not recognize this symbol. Compt. If you may.
Did you say cunt?
Compt.
Compt. Okay, so sorry. I was about to be very rude.
You're quite all right.
I'm going to say that. Did you say cunt? Sorry? That is not the kind of a name you should be calling your friends. You're supposed to trust these team. These are your team? These are your people? What's your name? Fuckhead and dickwad? What's going on?
Hold him. And you just see this robed individual run their hands down the spiral towards the center of this face, and then they chant some sort of incantation. I need you to please make me a wisdom save.
Can I try and put them off? Can I chant something random as they're chanting? They were spellcasters, they know how to chant. That's fine.
I would say unless you are specifically interfering with them, merely speaking is not going to do it. Not for someone of your particular skill set. What was the total?
19.
A 19 is a success.
Can I pretend it's a fail?
You can.
Cunt will know.
Mm-hmm.
No one else will know.
Okay.
Unless cunt.
What are you trying to do then in this particular moment?
Dressed in black leathers but can easily move.
Mm-hmm.
Said holding.
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine they're trying to hold me in place.
Okay.
Can I roll a history check to see if I've ever seen somebody cast hold person before? I'm not sure if I've ever seen
Arcana check, please.
I don't think I would.
I will say for you disadvantage because you are not specifically an arcanic
spells,
caster. Yes.
Yeah, no, I know nothing. Okay,
no.
I'm going to do my best impression of what I would imagine somebody has been petrified.
Incredible.
So I'm just going to freeze up.
I would like you to give me a performance check, please.
Oh, he's an actor. He's not an actor. Oh, maybe he is. Performance. 15.
You see the individual above you watch you lock up in place, and they smile for a second. At which point, the person that you assume to be Comte says, "Do not believe him. He is lying." At which point, the individual with the sword to your throat looks at you again and goes, "You are particularly slippery, aren't you?"
Yeah, you're particularly good at this, aren't you?
Try it again. I would like you to make me a charisma save, please.
And the whole time that sword...
She has not moved.
Okay.
There is a militant focus that you have not even seen in the Iron in the Iron Guard. Certainly the lower guard. The Iron Inquisitors in the Iron Brand, you have seen this sort of stuff. But the lower guards, no. She has not blinked.
Okay, yeah. Because that's the whole reason I'm giving her all this shit.
Absolutely. Yeah. And she seems to be enjoying the little tete-a-tete, but is very much aware of what you are trying to do.
Yeah.
She is just trained solely on you.
Okay.
Give me another...
Charisma.
Give me a charisma save, please.
That one's a straight 15.
A 15 still succeeds. You hear a slight...
Oh, shit. It burns. You got me right. Oh, it's all tickled. What is this, like a rash? Oh, you're drying out my skin here now. Oh, no. Oh, you got any moisturizer?
Fine. She places a foot on your chest.
Oh, well, that's not.
Grabs the flat of her blade and cracks you square in the head. Your vision swims.
Yeah.
And goes dark.
Unconscious or just vision gone?
Unconscious.
Yeah, I thought so.
The first thing that you become aware of is the intense pain behind your eyes. You don't see anything, but you can feel throbbing at the very core of your mind. And that throbbing pulses out in a spike towards the center of your head, where you can feel this lump between your eyes. In this moment, what are you doing?
My eyes aren't open, or have my eyes opened? You
can try and open your eyes if you want.
No, I'd like to, for all intents and purposes, remain unconscious, but try and listen out or feel as in proprioception rather than feel.
Okay.
get any
I would like you to
information.
give me a perception check, please. In fact, no, sorry. Performance check first.
Yeah. It's a natural 19.
Natural 19.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's flat on performance?
On performance, it is definitely flat. Yeah.
Okay. Natural 19 is still very good. Now give me a perception check.
Disadvantage because my eyes are closed? Or are you just going to tell me less?
You are merely trying to feel what's going on around you, right? And here?
Yeah, I want
So
to...
straight roll.
Yeah, okay. 35 is perception.
Perception.
18.
18 is very good.
I know, where's this coming from? Until I try and fire an arrow. God.
You are very aware that you have come to consciousness and your training instinctively kicks in. You do not move a muscle and just take in your surroundings. You are sat up
Okay.
on what you assume to be a chair. Your hands are bound behind you. You can hear shuffling of parchment or something like that. You can hear breathing.
Does it sound like one? No.
It sounds like 3
Oh, nice.
on that perception check. And they're close, off to your right. I fold. This really isn't your game, is it? And you hear this scraping of coin across a wooden tabletop.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Tink,
I'm going
Tink.
to stay
tink.
visibly.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, the sound that's coming from the right.
Yeah,
Is it straight right, behind me right, or in front of me right?
off at an angle, sort of 2 o'clock right.
Towards them. Oh, magic, Jack! You've set me up for a winner. I'm gonna, for all intents and purposes, stay unconscious.
Uh-huh.
Stay flopped.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna see if I can start to try and get one of my hands out. If my hands are bound,
Yes.
but I've got, in my eyes, I've got all the time in the world. I would rather take it slow as hell
Okay.
and do it without them noticing
For
me.
sure, you can do so. In this instance, I would like you to make me let's call this a sleight of hand check.
Thank you. Okay, Jack. That's a 24.
A 24.
Yeah.
24 is incredible. And with these iron manacles, it would not be enough. Rope, however, has given it.
Yeah.
You can feel these bindings are extremely tight. But
I'm going to concentrate and squeeze out a bit of froggy poison.
grungs are naturally not.
lubed up. Go on, sorry.
I was going to go for something
I know,
different.
I saw it there and
But-
you wiggled out of the way of it. I'm not letting you away with that.
Grungs are naturally lubed up.
Spot on.
Hashtag grung lube.
It's in the books. It's in
Canon.
the books. Go on, sorry.
You, taking your time, shift just millimeter by millimeter. And there is one moment where you feel it give and you know you can take your hand out of the binds.
No, I'd like to get to a point where I know when I'm ready, I can go, and
Yeah.
I'm gone. I don't want to do it yet.
Okay.
That's okay.
For now, you are at the cusp, but you feel like you have gotten to a point where you
One
can.
twist and pull.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Just my hands that are bound. Oh, forgive me. Tripod.
You don't feel your feet are bound right now.
Okay. Anything across the...
No,
The
but there is a back to the seat.
Yes.
So you are bound tightly
Within the seat.
within the seat. and therefore you would need to move your arms or take the whole chair with you.
Okay. At this point, I'm willing to begin to look like I'm waking up.
Okay. You start to shift and shuffle, and all of the sound in the room goes silent for a moment. And then you hear that sort of light, dry voice say, "Ha. Go and get Cat. He's ready." You hear the scrape of 2 chairs and the sound of footsteps. A door. And then silence. Bar for a single breath.
Okay, I'm gonna open up my eyes, pretend I'm still groggy, kind of mutter some, "Whoa, where am I? What have you done to me?" Again, just trying to extend the amount of time it looks like I'm waking up.
Yes, for sure.
Whilst searching every iota of this room for potential weapons, my stuff, an exit, maybe a window.
Lovely. Give me a perception check, please. 17. You open your eyes and you look down and you are sat on a wooden chair.
Okay.
And the chair is set on a cobbled stone floor. The light in here is low and flickering, and you assume that it is either torch or candlelight.
Okay.
You don't know if there are any windows. You look around, again, focusing on the floor more than up in the air for this moment, and you can't see anything. Off to your 2 o'clock is, you can see table legs and chair legs, and you can see there is one individual still sat there, their legs halfway raised off the floor. Are you continuing to look around and take more in?
Yes, but not looking around.
For sure,
more like,
groggily and performance based.
Where am I? What is all this?
As you look around, you see you
Is it the Smurf? Zwerf.
The Zwerf Neblin.
That's the
yes,
one.
The deep gnome.
Feet off the
ground. Yeah. This dark purplish black skin and flash of short white hair. Not unlike my own. A bit more silver.
Ah, yeah.
It looks better.
Oh, sure. Wait, who does? You are...
Oh, the deep gnome, for sure.
For sure.
They are just sat back in the chair, just hands clasped, looking at you. And as you start looking around the room...
Spellcaster, aren't they?
You assume so, of some description. There are cards and coins on the table, and in the center there are some candles, which is giving this flickering candlelight around what looks to be some form of lower basement. There are no windows around here, and this Sverf Neblin is just looking at you. There was a little moment where I thought the cat had sort of gotten ahead of herself, but it's good to see you're awake.
Did you say there was any windows? Sorry. No windows. One door.
Yes, there is, facing you, stone steps up to a wooden door that is closed.
Okay, yeah. Fuck off. What the hell is this place anyway? You really think you need all this for me? I'm not even 3 foot tall.
Well, when you assassinate the Lady of Dolomus, it's probably best to take some precautions.
Yeah, maybe precaution like doing your research and finding out if I actually assassinated the Lady of Dolomus.
Don't worry. We'll be doing our research.
I hope you do it well.
Comte's very good at getting answers out of people.
Who?
Comte.
Oh, is that what you're saying? Oh, I thought you've been calling each other cunt like it's some kind of nickname or something.
I'm gonna use that.
You like it?
I do.
Feel free to take it. You know, I think this could be the beginning of something there. What's your name?
You know, if we weren't gonna deliver you to the Iron Guard, then, yeah, I think we'd get along great. But, unfortunately, Cat has other and the door opens, and at the top you see a humanoid figure.
You just killed the mood in here. I was having a laugh with my new friend over there.
You see the human woman, by all means. You see the human woman. Sandy orange hair tied back in a ponytail, black leathers, coming down the stairs.
I was this fucking close to doing an insight check on that girl when you... Okay, go on.
You know what? You did an insight check and then specified, I want to see if they're gods.
I know.
And
But that's
that-
all I was worried about.
No,
Near the...
and that tipped you, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, Pete, here we go.
Yeah. Hilarious. Love it.
Behind this individual, you see the cleric. This withered, sickly, pale-skinned looking human, bald, black lips, black circles under their eyes, black robes, and that same twisted face of a holy symbol on their chest, coming down behind them. The human woman looks to the deep gnome. Get out. And wordlessly, they scurry up the stairs.
I suppose we'll finish our conversation later then. All right.
I wouldn't count on it. The human woman drags a chair across the floor and sits sort of astride it, leaning on the back of the chair, facing you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm going to be very blunt with you, Cricket. We want to know certain things, and you are going to tell us, and you can make it easy on yourself, or you can make it hard.
Do you know what? If all you wanted to do was chat, you should have just asked. I'm very talkative.
Oh, I know. But I want you talkative in the right way. So, Comte, if you could please...
Could you just call him something else? Because every time you say it, I can't think of anything but cunt. I'm sorry. Call him Jim for now.
Their name is Comte, and I will refer to them as such. If you can't handle that...
You're going to have to do with a little giggle every now and then.
You are incessantly annoying. She gets up and walks over to you, balls up a fist, whack! Straight across the jaw.
Am I losing health?
You lose.
Dead. I'm dead. No, I'm joking. Go on.
9.
9?
Yes.
Holy hell! Maybe I am dead. Lordy. You better not kill me yet. Go on.
We'll do this the hard way then. It's more fun.
Hang on, can she make a constitution saving throw, please?
She is wearing gloves.
Bitch! You're not gonna take those gloves off? That's really mean. You're gonna punch me when you don't even have a...
Cricket,
a
you are
real
not my
conversation.
first grung.
Real conversation. Oh, really?
You say that we
Can I
don't...
roll an insight check then?
Yeah, by all means, roll an insight check.
15 plus 8, 23.
There is nothing
What does she know about grungs?
There's nothing to her that seems to say that she is lying. I told you we look out for people of interest. She snaps her fingers and Comte steps forward and places a hand on their holy symbol and another one out at you and whispers. And as they whisper, just these threads of black mist just start peeling off their lips. I need you to please make me a charisma save.
That will be a total of 8.
8
Yeah.
is a failure. You are now baned for every a roll you make, you need to minus a d4.
Do you roll the d4 or do I roll the d4?
I will roll the d4.
My lord. Is there an opportunity to shake this off in the same way you would at the end of every round, or is this on for the duration?
Unfortunately, not.
Bloody magic.
Every attack roll and saving throw that you make is minus d4.
Do I know enough about spells to know if this would be concentration or not?
I'm going to say no. Cat, or sorry, the individual that you assume to be Cat, goes up to back to the chair, drags it back a little bit, and sits down.
What does it feel like being banged? Sorry, sluggish or underwater?
You immediately feel a chill grip your chest. There's a slight shortness of breath.
Okay.
There's just a slight, almost pins and needles sensation in your very muscles, and your brain is just ever so slightly foggy. You're not completely incapacitated, but you feel groggy, like you're on some sort of weird come down or hangover where everything is just a little bit fuzzy. You don't feel as focused or precise.
Okay.
But you can see these black
It's just swirling
wisps
around.
just swirling gently around you. At this point, Comte approaches you and starts whispering, and you see their eyes roll back in their head, and black mist starts pouring from their holy symbol. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please. I need you to make it at disadvantage minus a... Oh, no, sorry. So sorry. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw straight minus a d4.
Do you want to roll your d4?
I will roll my d4.
It's not worth it. I can tell you that right now.
It's minus 4.
Well, I have a score of -2 then.
Minus 2. Cricket.
He is dead.
Every day that you have been alive, you've had different experiences. Some have been joyful, some have been sad. Some have been terrifying. What is it that Cricket fears most of all?
That night.
That night, you feel the darkness pull in. You feel the cold in your chest intensify. And somewhere behind you, in the darkness, you hear this deep and intrinsically you know, whatever it is behind you. And your entire form is gripped with fear. You are now also frightened. Kat, at this point, you can see is beaming as she looks at you, squirming in terror.
Is it my turn?
You can. There is no technical initiative
I know,
here.
I know.
This is, so if you
I
would
didn't
like
know
to
if Cat was
no,
dreaming the same thing.
if you wanted to do something,
I mean, Pedro does not want to play all his cards right now.
Mhm.
Cricket, for all intents and purposes, thinks it's behind him. He knows that he can get his hands free. So at this moment, I'm running straight for that door as soon as I hear that. Unfortunately,
Okay.
I've wasted my
Okay.
element of surprise.
Okay.
I'm gonna
You
pull my hands. I'm just gonna try and kind of sidestep past
Amazing.
them both. If I have to move them out of the way or something, but I'd rather not even touch them.
give me an initiative check, please.
I'm going straight for that door. That is a 19.
You pull your arms from the ropes, and there is this flash of surprise on Kat's face. You see her try and go towards the stairs, but you are very quick. However, I now need you to make me a wisdom saving throw again. This time at disadvantage minus a d4.
Was I supposed to take a d4 off my initiative roll?
Oh, yes, please. So take 1 from your initiative. It doesn't make a difference. You were still faster.
Okay.
So, roll me a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Go on. Fail.
Fail.
Yeah.
What's the total?
4.
Minus 3 is 1. You spring up from the chair. You go to take a step and your entire body locks in place.
Okay.
Cat, their visage of surprise molds back into that carefully curated mask of cool. And they smile at you. Point of note, you are now paralyzed, sorry.
On top of everything else.
On top of everything else, you are now frightened, baned, and paralyzed. You get the sense that these particular individuals are very specifically trained in locking down an individual.
Yeah.
You imagine that these are headhunters of a mercenary group. She smiles at you. You truly are one of the most difficult individuals that we've had to track and take down. Now you're going to tell us what you know. They come back around, grab you, and they now wrap the rope around your body and put you back in the chair and tie you up again. You cannot voluntarily move, but they force your muscles into place, and you are now sat back down into the chair. She looks down at you. Whack! And your face does not move, but you feel that agony ripple through the side of your head.
Yeah.
She goes and sits back down on the chair.
How much damage, sir?
7 points of damage.
Better not do that again.
She gestures towards the robed figure, and they place their hands, they start moving their hands through the air, touch the symbol, and then cast them out. And you see this circle of black, wispy smoke just... I would like you, please, to make me a charisma saving throw at disadvantage, minus a d4.
What's your d4?
1.
So total 6.
6. That is a failure. You now,
Stacks
for
on
the duration,
stacks. Okay.
cannot tell a deliberate lie.
I cannot tell a deliberate lie. But I'm also frightened.
You do feel your muscles unlock at that point.
Okay, so I'm not held.
You are bound, but you are not paralyzed. You are still frightened, however. Where is the loot that you stole?
I can't answer that question when that thing's right behind me. You've got to get me out of here. I don't know why we're sitting here having a talk when it's right there. Please, just let me go, please. I'm not, just, come on.
Cricket, you have my word that it shall not harm you.
You can't control that thing. Nobody can control that thing. We have to go now. I don't know who you are, but I will give you anything you want if you get out of here with me. I do not want you to die. I do not want any of us to die. Can we just get out of here now? I will tell you what you need.
Cricket, I am unable to lie for the moment. Whilst you are here, you have my word that unless I say so, whatever is behind you will not get you. Where is the loot that you stole from Lady Defana's house?
I didn't take any loot.
She looks at Comte for a moment, and then back at you.
Promise, cunt. I didn't take any leave.
Then your associate, Halvar, what did you take, and where did you hide it?
I didn't take anything. We came into the room and she was lying there dead. She's all chopped up into little pieces. We figured we were out of our depth. We tried to leave, and that's when the guards found us. I told you didn't do your research.
She's now just looking at Comte. He is under the effects of the spell. To which point, the cleric just nods, still focused on you, hand outstretched. You're saying to me that you arrived at Lady Defana Olegiana's house. She was already murdered. And you didn't steal anything.
Is that a question?
That's what happened. From
Yes,
your perspective.
That's what happened. We came in, she was dead, we tried to leave, the guards found us.
Shit! She gets up, throws the chair to the side, it shatters against the wall.
Can we please just have this conversation somewhere else? I'm very happy to tell you everything you want to know, but can we just go next door or anything?
She turns around, goes up the stairs, rapid. The cleric stays held. The door closes.
Just get that thing away from me. I'll call you any name you want. I won't ever call you cunt again, please. Just get it off me, please, please.
What do you see?
I don't know.
It haunts you, doesn't it?
I don't know what it looks like. I can just feel it.
I can taste your fear. What did it do?
Took everyone away from me.
Poor, lonely cricket. You see another individual, someone you've not seen before. This particular individual is dressed in tattered brownish leathers, a tatty green cloak trailing behind them, this scruff of terribly cut brown hair in different lengths spiked up. They go down and they say to Comte, Cal wants you upstairs. Now. And they sit down at the chair. Comte does not take their eyes from you, but their smile drops. Be back soon. They smile, and their teeth are white, but at the edges are stained black. Not the same colour that you have seen or you have heard about from your companions. This seems different. And they turn.
Sorry, do I recognize their species?
They are human.
They're human. Okay.
They are human. They just look like they've been afflicted with something.
Okay. Yeah.
And they go on and move up the stairs. Your passive perception is 15, isn't it? You can see that this individual is carving an apple with a knife or a dagger, and they are just eating it and watching you.
This new
the messy brown haired individual. Comte has gone upstairs.
When Comte leaves,
Yes.
do their spells dissipate as well?
Bear with me 1 second.
No. I know that was a tricky question.
No, you're quite right. After a moment, that feeling of fear and the ice cold mist.
So forgive me, that's...
Bane is gone.
Bane's gone.
Frightened's gone.
Frightened's gone.
Paralysis
And I'm
is
not...
gone.
Okay, perfect. I'm just bound.
You're quite right. You're just bound. There are voices from upstairs, however. And with a 15, you do hear portions of conversation.
Nice. Give me those portions.
In fact, make me a perception check to see. You can hear some things with a passive perception of 15. Let's see how much you get. Give me a perception check.
It's a 14.
Do you have anything in your as an Inquisitor Rogue that can give you a boost to this?
I've got my eye for deceit and my eye for detail, but they just make things bonus actions. I believe.
No problem. So what is the total?
Yeah, 14 total.
14 total.
Yeah.
14 total is still good. You can hear what you think to be the Zwerfneblin, Arcanic caster, say, "What do you mean he didn't kill her?" A voice that you don't recognize. So you're telling me that he's got no loot from her house at all? And then what you assume to be Kat's voice. No. He is unequivocally telling the truth. He did not kill her. And he did not steal anything. There's a muffled voice. Another voice. We can't hand him off. And then something that you miss. And then Kat's voice again. On the contrary, it doesn't matter if he committed the crime or not. The Iron Guard are looking for him. We will hand them over and ensure we get paid in full here. Send for them. Hopefully they'll arrive by tomorrow. That's all you hear. As you hear those voices fade from upstairs, there's a beat of silence before you hear footsteps above you.
Towards me or away from me?
Sort of away from you towards the door, off to your left. And then...
Sorry, I mean, are they getting louder or are they getting quieter?
Getting slightly quieter.
Okay. And can I ask a question?
Yes, by all means.
I was frightened.
Yes.
I'm no longer frightened.
No.
How lucid am I about what happened? Do I know that it was not real, and I know
You
that
do. You do. You know it's not real.
as when it was the fact that I thought it was in the room.
Yes.
Still leaves me with everything.
Yes, absolutely.
There
There is still that residual adrenaline coursing through your veins, but there is also that wash of relief knowing that you are much safer than you ever thought you were in that moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
You then hear the door and Kat comes down the stairs once more, sword in hand, and once again, hand on the pommel, other hand on the blade, they whack, and your consciousness fades.
I see her coming. I see her raise the sword. Who's in the room with me at the minute?
Just
messy hair
the
and
messy-haired individual and Kat.
Okay, if I've got an action as she's pausing, I'm going to take my last moment to just memorise everything I can about Kat and about the messy-haired guy.
Amazing.
Would that be an insight or an investigation? Or...
I tell you what, seeing as you are trying to study details, give me a perception check.
Thank you so much. Just, I'm assuming... Yeah. I just want to take in as much as I can. And I take in a half-decent amount with a 19.
A 19 is very good. You study these two particular individuals. There is nothing on Kat's leathers that denotes something specific. There is no maker's mark. There is no particular gouge that identifies them. However, you can see that on her face there are a flash of freckles. She does have a slightly larger one on her cheekbone on the right. Her hair is this sandy orange colour, like almost like a pastel carroty ginger, but with streaks of softer blonde through it, and eyes that are a greyish green colour. She has slight wrinkles at the corner of her eyes, crow's feet, either from stress, tiredness, or age. You're not sure. The rest of her face does seem somewhat ageless. The other individual, sorry, hang on.
It's just when you said, I thought she was a human.
Sorry, Cat is human. And you can see the other individual is human as well, male. This short-haired individual, hair scrappy, as if he did a very bad job of shaving it with a blade himself.
And then it's just grown out.
And it's grown out in these odd patches. You can see that his leathers are very scuffed. You can see that on this one brown pauldron on the right, there is like a claw mark down the side. On the left, sorry, there is a claw mark down the side. And this cloak is this. You think it was once a slightly brighter, maybe chartreuse green or something like that, but it is stained and tattered. And there are patches of either blood or mud or something. There are tears and rips in it. He does not seem very well put together. And you can see that there is, like, beneath this, like, very patchy, short scruff of brownish hair, there is a patch where nothing grows, like a palish scar just on the chin there. Just at the corner of the right side of his mouth.
Sweet.
They walk up to you, whack, and your consciousness fades.
Yeah.
You awake.
Me awake.
Consciousness returns to you. Head sagged, still in, as far as you're aware, the same position. You can't hear much in the room other than
Eyes still closed. Am I still bound?
yes,
Am I still seated?
yes.
Okay.
You are unsure how much time has passed at this point, how long you have been in this basement, with you coming in and out of consciousness.
Yeah.
The gods only know how much time has passed.
Okay.
But you are still in the basement, you are pretty sure, which for now is a good sign.
Yes. Yeah. The munching is on my right, towards where the table-ish was. Okay. Chill as I can, I'm going to open up my left eye in the hopes that if he looks at me, I'll still look like if whatever's making that munching noise.
Give me a stealth check, just a very quick one.
Yeah. That is a very visible eye. No, 16.
16.
Head lolled forward or head back? Sorry.
At the moment, it is lolled forwards.
Okay. Yeah.
So you open one eye, and you can see this
Still light. Still.
candlelight.
Yeah.
You can see that they've burnt down a lot more,
Okay.
and a couple of extra candles have been placed that have also started to burn down as well.
Go
on. Intelligence. Yes.
Can I make a check, Jack? And of course, you can tell me what it is. Is there a way of ascertaining? Because obviously these guys live by candlelight, so they're going to be more clued up than our average modern-day human might be about how much candle is gone versus how much time's passed.
I love it.
Can I make a very brief,
Give me
sketchy look at the candle and be like, and I might be wrong anyway. If there's spare candles, I may have burned through one and picked up another one. But...
You can only tell what is on the table, so
Yeah.
that is a big factor. But let's work with what we have. Give me either, I will say, make this a history or survival check.
It feels to me more survival, which is good because I've got a 2 in survival and a 0 in history.
This is very much trying to gauge the burning of things, which is very much a survival trait.
Yeah.
Campfires, etc., candles.
That would be a total of 18.
18.
Yeah.
They've definitely added candles, which means that there is a sufficient amount of time gone. You're not sure if they have cleaned the table and reset candles. You think that some of the candles that are burned quite low are in the same place, but you're unsure. They were burning very tall at the start.
Okay.
You've not been awake enough to know exactly how quickly they burn, because some candles burn quicker
faster
and
than
slower
others, yeah.
depending on the width. You would estimate with that you have been here at least 8 hours, if not more, 8 to 10 hours since you last woke up in the basement.
And when you say what, because you said I was drifting in and out, do you mean the last
Yes.
sequence
So,
that we played?
in the street, you got knocked unconscious
Yeah.
and came to in the basement.
Yeah.
You then got knocked unconscious in the basement, and since then, it must be, at minimum, 10 hours.
Yeah.
But it also could be far longer. You're not sure.
Sweet, okay. For this then, I'm going to give myself a point of exhaustion, because I would
Okay.
imagine I would have dried out a bit.
Hang on. Let me do some very quick
I know,
calculations.
I'm really sorry. And actually, is that almost metagaming? Because if I know I've got a point
No,
of
it's
exhaustion, I
not.
know it's been
It's
over
not.
24
And
hours.
in fact, knowing how much you have dried out,
Oh, there we are. My natural lubrication
that you
is
have
coming into play.
2 points of exhaustion.
2 points. Okay.
This is the second
So I know
day
it's at
you have
least-
been in here
Oh, Pedro.
since
Yeah.
you got knocked unconscious on the street.
The first time.
No check required. That is, you are unequivocally aware, not hourly, but this is the second day that you have gone without water on your skin.
That's not a bad pull there, eh?
That was brilliant. In fact, inspiration. No.
I'll need it if I've got 2 points. of exhaustion, so I
Inspiration,
will
because
take
that was a clutch reminder of mechanics.
It's probably better to have not known how long and not have the points of exhaustion. But I'll take it.
We'll see how we go.
What does 2 points of exhaustion do to you?
So 1 point of exhaustion
Once-
is ability checks. I believe 2 points of exhaustion is your movement speed is halved. I am going to double check very, very quickly. Yes, your speed is halved. Disadvantage on ability checks, 1 point. Number 2, your speed is halved. Thank goodness you're a rogue and can sprint all over the fucking place.
Absolutely. So, disadvantage on ability.
Yeah.
Go on, I'm going to look at this guy as well, if you can
Yes.
talk me through him as well.
So you can see this individual, feet on the table, the cards have been cleared away, and he is just eating another apple.
Another apple?
Yes.
Gonna get cyanide. Have I seen this guy before? Sorry.
This is the brown leather, tatty green cloak, scruffy brown hair
okay.
of the individual that came down before.
Okay.
As you move to look at them, they clock that you are awake, set the apple down, sink the knife into the table, and start to make their way up the stairs.
As soon as they've gone, I've given it full wiggle to see if...
I want you to give me, at this point, it's an athletics check.
Disadvantage as well, eh?
Disadvantage.
This is going to go badly. 12 plus athletics is 0, so straight 12.
12. Unfortunately, these ropes are now bound too
Super
tight.
Yeah. I should have asked this earlier. Do I have all of my kit on me?
Give me a perception check.
Disadvantage. 5 plus 5 is 10.
You still have your leathers on you.
Okay.
and your cloak.
Okay.
You do not feel any of your kit. However, off in the corner is a very familiar backpack and hat.
Okay. Backpack, hat.
Sorry, did you leave the hat in the alleyway with the individual?
No, I didn't.
No, you did not.
I took it off so they could see I was a grung, but
yes, I beg your pardon. Sorry, yes.
No, it was a good...
All of your things seem to be
So backpack,
off in the corner,
hat,
facing you.
sword and bow and everything.
Everything.
Lovely stuff. Okay. I've got one dagger tucked in my back. I take it I don't have that on me either. I did have two, but I dropped one.
You can't feel a weapon.
Can't feel the dagger. That's fine. Okay.
All that is around you is this table, the candles, the apple, the knife, the chairs, your kit across the room.
Okay.
What are you doing in this moment?
I don't know mechanically how this would work, but I'm going to try and... I don't know if people can do this. I don't know if grungs can do this at will. I've tried to wriggle. Nothing's happened. I'm trying to think of anything I can do that's useful. I'm going to try and secrete as much as I can. Maybe soak into the rope. Maybe soak into my clothes just to make me as...
Unfortunately, there is not enough fluid that your body can produce. Certainly
sugary donuts, of course.
This dehydrated.
Okay. No, that's fine then. Looking around the room, I'll maybe investigate the dagger, see if there's anything.
It is a dagger, and it is sunk into the table. The dagger is made not even 5 feet. The table is not even 5 feet from you. This is not a very large basement.
Is the dagger got any insignia or anything?
Nope, it is just a blade.
Dagger. Okay. Are my feet touching the floor?
Yes.
They are?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I can't get any worse then. I'm going to... Because I'm only tied top half, right?
Yep. So you can move at the elbows.
Does the chair shuffle?
It does.
I'm going to shuffle over to the table.
Give me an athletics check, please.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
3.
3.
A long time.
You... No, you do not topple, unfortunately. Okay. It catches and lodges into place. You can't shift it forward on the floor now. You're going to have to try something else.
Okay. Can I... How far away is the dagger from me?
Like, not even 5 feet.
How far away is the table from me?
Sort of same distance. He had his legs up on the side nearest to you and the stairs. And then as he saw that you were coming to consciousness, took his feet down, placed the apple on the side, sunk the knife into the table, and made their way upstairs.
Okay. I can't reach the table with my feet if my feet aren't tied.
No.
No, okay. Will the chair swivel and pivot?
You can try and push and move it if you would like. Give me an acrobatics check.
I'm aiming if I can get the back of my chair facing the table.
Yeah, okay.
Acrobatics,
yes.
Disadvantage is 13.
13 is very good. You actually push yourself forwards and walk bent at the hip.
Okay.
Towards the table.
Oh, sure.
And then spin 180 degrees and are now sat back to the table. Unless you would like to do something else.
If I'm up and about and I can do that, am I able to lean over and maybe dislodge the knife from the table?
Yes, you can do so. Just using your mouth, and now you have a dagger in your mouth.
Okay. Let's cause as much of a ruckus as possible. I'm going to push... I'm going to wobble around until my back's against... I don't need the table anymore. There's a stone wall? They're all stone walls?
All stone... So as you are facing the table, you've got stone walls behind you.
Yes.
You've got stone walls in front of you, and up to your left is a set of stone steps leading to the doorway, and your kit is in the corner.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to. The dagger won't reach. I won't be able to do anything with that right now. I'm gonna.
You can try. You can try if you'd like to either cut it at the front or toss it to the back. Depending on what you choose, it's going to be a certain type of check.
Yeah, I think I'm goosed for now. I'll try this first. I'm just going to get 5 feet away from a wall, facing away from it, and I'm going to use my full jump and I'm just gonna clatter myself into the back of the wall to see if that'll dislodge anything. Like as
Oh, you're going to try and shatter the chair.
what or dislodge or move the ropes or something. But I'm gonna
Incredible.
use like because what's the long jump's like 25 feet.
Yes,
right?
absolutely. So
I'm
you
gonna
could do this
use-
with a very fair amount of force. I want you to tell me now which wall are you picking?
It's gonna affect things, isn't it? Okay. The stairs are up here.
The stairs are up here. Yes, to your left.
My bag is in this corner, or my bag's in this corner.
As the steps come down, it's in the corner of the back wall and the steps that lead up.
Okay, I'm gonna do it near my bag in case
Okay.
I'm short for time and I need to grab my stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna shuffle up so I'm like 5 feet
Yeah.
away, but then jump as if I was jumping 25 feet.
No check required, as this is something innate that Grungs can do. You, exhausted, drive every molecule of energy into your legs and spring backwards with all of your might. And the chair, legs breaking first, then the angle of the back and the seat crumple in, and the ropes fall loose about you as the entirety of the chair breaks into pieces. However, you have now made a lot of noise.
Yeah.
In fact, let's roll a soft initiative.
Yeah, absolutely. Is that disadvantage as well?
Yes, because unfortunately, initiative is an ability check.
No, you're absolutely right. Keep me right, Jack. Ho ho, 11.
11 total. Okay. What are you doing in this moment?
If I've got one round, I'm going to try and grab all my stuff.
You do so. You immediately shuffle the ropes down. You swing on your pack. Bow holstered, rapier in sheath, hat affixed. You are now kitted out.
Sure.
Where are you going and what are you doing?
Talk to me about these stairs going up the door.
The stairs are, if you are facing your pack, the stairs are in front of you going upwards to the door on your right.
Is there any ceiling above the door, or would the door swing out like on the ceiling like that?
So sorry, say that again for me.
So we've got the door.
Yes.
Swings in and out. Is
Yes.
the ceiling like here, or is there a bit of wall here?
No, it is flush to the
Yeah,
ceiling.
yeah. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna. So the stairs are going up, which means there's a bit of dead wall here. I'm gonna stick to this wall, and then if anyone was to come, out and then down the stairs, there might be a chance of me squeezing out and through. Does that make sense?
Give it to me one more time. Hit me, baby, one more time.
Jackety.
So sorry. It's
No,
getting a little bit
you're
saucy.
absolutely grand.
So you've got the stairs.
Yes.
Are you going onto the walls that make up the stairs? Sorry, did you say?
Yes, but if it extends a little bit, basically, I'd like to tuck in and hide-ish. So if anyone raced down, I could flip up and go
You can just
straight
go
out.
behind them. Perfect. Yes, you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
do so.
okay.
You stick to the very top, and after a moment, you hear the door is thrust open, and you can see Kat racing down the stairs, sword in hand. And as they go down, what are you doing in this moment?
Is it Cat and then instantly someone else?
You don't know.
I don't know. I'm done with this place. As soon as I see... I was going to say, as soon as I saw a gap in feet, so if it was 3 people straight away, but again, if it's one person and then a 2-second gap...
You see a 2-second gap,
gone.
you're going. Are you doing it stealthily, or are you just running?
No, I'm going to go as fast as I can.
You're going as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Kat makes their way and are barely down the steps, looking around. She looks around and sees you flip back up onto the stairs and dart out the door. As you run, you can hear her screaming behind you, "Look, you stupid fuck!" And she starts running back. You are going. There is a door to your left and there's a slight corridor to your right. Which way are you going?
Corridor.
Corridor. You go down the corridor, you take a left, there's another corridor there, and at the end there is a door.
I'm looking for windows. Is there any windows along
Not
the way?
yet.
Okay, door. Go for
Door. You burst straight through the door. You are in a kitchen area, and there is a door to the right. In front of you is a window, and you look to your left, and you can see this hulking half-orc barbarian with this flash of purplish black hair their head suddenly whips around at you, and they make their way to go to you.
Are they in between me and the window?
No, the window is directly in front of you.
I'm balling up and smashing through it.
Amazing. I want you to give me an acrobatics check, please.
Oh, disadvantage, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, Jackery. Are you saying totals count?
Totals count.
Okay, good, because with my plus 10, I have 11. So
11
that's a natural one.
is enough.
It's a natural 1.
10 was the DC. You can't crit fail on skill checks at my table anyway.
Okay.
You take 6 points of slashing damage
From the glass?
as the glass ting, 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 shatters. You fall half a story down to the ground. Glass raining down around you, shattering like shards of what's the word I'm looking for?
Glass?
Like shards of glass.
Forgive me.
Like shards of razor sharp hailstone.
Oh, nice.
And
okay.
they shatter to the floor. You are now out on the street. It is nighttime. Clouds are overcast, but you can see specklings of stars. This flash of pink nebula that is always across the sky, mottled with colour, and the chill of wind on your face. You can see lights from different houses light the streets. You don't know where you are. Where are you going?
I'll take 1 second to ascertain what the layout looks like. Is it a big courtyard in front of me? Is it a street with alleyways?
No, you are on a street. It's a fairly wide street, and you can see other streets dotted about, cutting their way into this labyrinth of buildings.
Okay, I'm going to run until I've turned 2 corners to try and break line of sight.
Okay.
And then I'm going straight up on the roof.
Amazing. Okay, you dart. Over to your right, you can see that is the closest street, and you dart down there. As you do so, you look behind as you hear this as the barbarian has vaulted through the window and is trying to run after you. What is your speed?
So my speed is 35.
35.
With a dash and a bonus action dash.
That is 105 feet.
Halved.
Halved is 52.5. What is this individual's
Sorry,
speed?
guys, I'm exhausted. I can only run half a foot.
You do have a head start on them, but you see, with your chest heaving and burning, you are physically exhausted. You can feel your skin underneath your arms, under your armor, start to chafe and crack, and you can feel blood trickling down your side, and you push all of that to your the back of your mind as you start sprinting, hell for leather. You take a corner, but this individual is gaining on you.
Sorry. Even if it slowed me down an extra 5 feet or so,
Yeah.
if I feel blood,
Yeah.
I know that I know nothing about any of this magic, but I've seen, I've heard about blood being used in magic for location.
Yes.
So even if it, like, I'll almost pull my cloak around me to try and catch any blood.
Absolutely. You take a second, you can't see any blood dripping. That doesn't mean that it's not falling out somewhere, but in this moment, it is very hard to tell
kind of
because it is dark.
Yes.
You bunch your cloak up beneath your armpits and try and stuff it into some of the cracks underneath your leather armor, and you keep sprinting.
Yeah.
I now want you to make me an endurance check, please.
Yes. Disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
12.
12.
Out of 13 and 11.
12 is something.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. You keep on running. You turn the corner down this street, and halfway down this particular street, there is another left. You take that one. Are you going straight up?
I'm going straight up.
I need an athletics check from you, please.
Yeah. Athletic?
Athletics.
Even though I have a climbing...
You do have a climbing speed. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. At this point, I'll make it acrobatics because you have a climbing speed.
Okay.
And it is more your skill set. So I will say that even you can use acrobatics. Because you are so exhausted, we need a check to see if you can get up there. But go for it.
Disadvantage?
Yes.
16.
16 is fantastic. You spring onto one of the walls and then spring up onto another one and curve around the roof. Are you continuing to run, or are you going to see if you've lost this half-orc?
I am going to, as soon as I'm up and over the edge, I'm going to do nothing for a second and listen and see if I can hear him still cutting about.
Okay. Stealth check, please.
Yeah. Disadvantage.
Yeah.
I'm so lucky I've got +10, 19.
19.
Yes.
You barely make it up onto the roof and you flatten yourself down, and seconds behind you, you hear this thundering step of heading past you.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm going to do nothing for another 30 seconds to see if anyone else is coming. And then I want to double back to see. I want to mark this building in my head. I want to make it. I want to find some way of recognizing it if I need to come back here or if I need to find these people.
Give me a perception check to look at the surrounding environment.
Oh my lordy lord! Disadvantage.
Yeah.
I got a 20 and a 19.
Fucking let's go.
+5 for
a 24.
Yeah.
Incredible. You take this moment lying down, doing nothing but listening and looking around, and you take in all of the vantage points on this particular rooftop, and you start to get a lay of the land, quote unquote.
Just trying to triangulate.
Yes,
where
absolutely.
This is.
Are you trying to just remember the building or work out where you are?
Initially, I want to lock the building down in my head so I can go, right, if I need to find this place again, the building looks like this.
Yes.
Once I've got that, I'm going to work out, one, where I am. Work out where I am. One, if I have to get back there again,
Yes.
I can. Two, if I have to get home,
Okay.
I know I can work out where I am.
Perfect. You definitely now have a good grasp of where you are in the local vicinity, and you can see that you are in one of the outer districts. You're not sure which one, however, but you know that should you recognize the immediate vicinity again, you could get back here.
Okay.
Where are you going?
Would you say I'm on one of the outer districts?
Yes.
I know my way back from the jail, but I can't see the jail. I know my way back from the gates. So I'm on an outer district.
Yes.
So can I see the city walls?
Yes, you can. Far off to your left, about 20, 30 streets over, you can see that the walls are to your left and curving around that way.
Okay. I've resigned. Oh, fuck. God. I just want to sleep. Resign myself to the fact that it's going to take a while. I'm going to basically head to the city walls and then see if I can see the gate.
Yeah.
And if not, I at least know that the gate will have to be attached to the wall.
Amazing.
So I'll just circle.
Give me a survival check.
3 and a 1. 3 total.
3 total.
Yeah.
You start heading your way to the walls, and that is very easy to do.
Yeah,
Exhausted, it takes you a little bit of time.
And I am being much more stealthy than
For
Swift.
sure, absolutely. As you head off over to your right, you can hear this distant call of just of pure rage just echoing out through the night. You continue putting it behind you, straight towards the walls. It takes you far longer than you would like. You at first go left, thinking that you are on the opposite side of the city, and instead realize that you are in the South Travelers District and you've been going the wrong way. So you actually about turn and go back up, now to the right, as it were, skirting along the city walls of Dolomis, up towards the Loggers District, where you will find the Stew Pot Tavern. Give me a stealth check, please.
I can't use that. I could. I'll keep that there because that's me, because I've already rolled it. 6 and a 5 for what did we say? Sorry, stealth.
15?
15. Yeah,
15 total is still pretty good. Certainly avoiding the individual civilians that are making their way from tavern to home or from home to tavern. You start picking your way across the rooftops of the Loggers District. It takes you almost an hour, certainly with the double back that you've had to do. But eventually, your energy wears out. Your lungs feel like they're going to burst. And A street away, you drop down into an alley in front of the Stew Pot Tavern. You stand there for a moment, just clutching your chest. Something catches your eye. And in front of the Stew Pot Tavern,
Fuck, she fucking knows. Sorry, go on.
3 familiar individuals. A Hanuman, a dwarf, and an elf. You look over to them and whisper, "Psst, hey, over here." And the familiar face of Willow immediately turns to the alley. All 3 of them walk towards where you are stood. You emerge out of the shadows, bloody, beaten, and home. And I think that is the perfect opportunity to end this particular chapter of our story.
Oh my goodness gracious me. Okay, yeah.
Thank you so much,
Oh,
Pete,
no, Jack, that's fucking mad.
for fording ahead with our first ever one-on-one shot. Did you enjoy yourself?
I had the time of my life. That was absolutely wild.
Incredible.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was incredible. I love that so much. You did so good. You were trying new tactics. You did some things that I thought you might do. The chair was inspired, slamming yourself against the wall.
Oh.
Did not think you'd go so gung-ho. I loved it. That was brilliant.
Oh,
It was so... I was immediately like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
It's
okay,
gonna work.
it's a chase scene. It was brilliant. You were incredible as per usual. Thank you so
man.
much, Pete. As per usual, thank you to you at home for watching our first ever one-on-one shot. Hopefully there'll be more of these in the future, so if you really enjoyed this particular medium of D&D, guys, please let us know. But for now, I will say tune in for the next episode of The Player's Keep, where Cricket will have been well and truly reunited with his party, and the team keep trying to keep him safe, I guess.
Somebody's gonna have to.
Absolutely right. We'll
Holy
see
hell.
if they find you again. But for now, adventurers,
Oh.
keep on keeping on. Peace and love. Good night.